Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, depending on which part of the country you are coming from. My name is Nathaniel Babu, the lead project consultant and a certified integrated management systems lead auditor at the Solutions for Smart Businesses. I want to warmly welcome you to our continuing ISO 9001-2015 Quality Management Systems Learning Series. This is video 5, where we focus on clause 6, that is planning, a clause that separates average organizations from world-class resilient enterprises. Before we proceed, kindly remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your colleagues and professional networks so that more leaders can be able to benefit from these learning insights. Before we dive deep into today's session, let's do a quick recap of the previous video 4, which was on leadership and management commitment. Last session, all the participants were able to understand the role of leadership in ISO 9001-2015 implementation. Number 2, all the participants were able to develop leadership responsibilities for quality policies. Number 3, all the participants were able to enhance communication of organizational objectives across all teams. And last, all the participants were able to empower leaders to support continual improvement. In today's session, we do have 4 learning expectations as follows. By the end of this session, all the participants will be able to understand Clause 6 as a leadership and governance tool, not just as an ISO compliance requirement. Number 2, all the participants will be able to apply risk-based thinking to strategic decisions, linking risks and opportunities to business objectives. And number 3, they'll be able to convert strategy into measurable objective. They'll be able to convert strategy into measurable quality objectives with clear ownership and performance tracking. And last, they'll be able to plan and manage change in a controlled manner, safeguarding quality management system integrity while enabling growth. Now we need to ask ourselves, why does Clause 6 really matter to leaders? Today, we explore ISO 9001-2015 Clause 6, which is on planning, a strategic leadership tool, not just as a compliance checkbox. Clause 6 is where strategy meets execution. Again, we'll need to ask ourselves, how does it meet execution? It's able to meet in a number of ways. 1, vision becomes measurable objectives. Number 2, uncertainty becomes managed risks. And number 3, change becomes controlled QMS evolution. The hard truth is, organizations rarely fail because they lack strategy. They fail because planning is weak and risks are ignored. Every major corporate failure had risks on paper, but actions were missing. Clause 6 equips leaders to turn intent into disciplined execution. It drives predictable performance, strengthened, strengthened risk management, enables sustainable growth, and protects the integrity of your QMS. For executives, Clause 6 is more than an operational requirement. It is a leadership instrument shaping resilience, accountability, and long-term success. Let's do a quick intro of Clause 6, more so on the planning structure. Clause 6 has 3 subclauses. We start with the subclause 1, which is on actions to address risks and opportunities. Then the next is subclause 6.2, which is on quality objectives and planning to achieve them. And the last subclause is subclause 6.3, which is on planning of changes. Let's now dive deep into subclause 6.1, which is on actions to address risks and opportunities. This focuses on risk-based thinking. What does the standard require? The standard requires organizations to 1, identify risks and opportunities. Number 2, plan actions to address them. Number 3, embed those actions into our day-to-day processes. And the last is supposed to evaluate their effectiveness. From a leadership perspective, risk is any uncertainty that can affect your objectives. And opportunities is any condition that can improve performance. Planning without risk thinking is simply corporate gambling. We are being advised by quality gurus that we need to stop being corporate gamblers. Let's give some few real examples pertaining to 6.1. Now, in manufacturing, a good example is where a company depended on a single supplier for a critical raw material. What was the risk? The risk was very clear: supply disruption. The action taken was dual sourcing and supplier qualification. What was the result? Zero downtime, even when the supply chain was disrupted. In the service industry, a good example is where high staff turnover threatened service quality. What did the organization do? The organization introduced a competence matrix, structured training, and retention strategy. What was the result? The result was improved customer satisfaction and reduced customer complaints. Another example, this is now at the executive level, is where customer complaint trends were analyzed as an opportunity. Processes were redesigned and partially automated, and the outcome was lower costs and faster turnaround times. From an audit and governance perspective, CEOs are expecting a number of things. One, a live risk and opportunity register. Number two, management review decisions addressing top risks. Number three, preventive controls embedded in SOPs. And last, performance data showing reduced incidents. If you are able to demonstrate the above, you will be able to earn respect of the auditors and the board. Let's now move on to subclause 6.2, which is on quality objectives and planning. Subclause 6.2 is where strategy becomes measurable reality. What does the standard require of us? The standard requires three critical items. One, quality objectives at relevant levels. Number two, qualities that are measurable. And number three, a clear plan to achieve them. Now, from a leadership standpoint, quality objectives are strategic commitments, not departmental wishes. Again, we are being advised by quality gurus that if it cannot be measured, it cannot be managed. And if it cannot be managed, it will not improve. Quality objectives are supposed to answer five critical and simple questions. Number one, what must improve? Number two, how much? Number three, by when? Number four, who is accountable? And the last one, how will success be measured? Let's give a few examples pertaining to that particular subclause, that is subclause 6.2. In customer experience, a good example will be an objective might be to reduce customer complaints by 20% in 12 months. This is measured through complaint trend records and owned by the operations director. In operational excellence, a good example will be reducing rework cost by 15%, measured through cost of quality reports, owned jointly by quality and production leadership. The last example in compliance will be achieving zero major audit and conformities, measured through audit outcomes and owned by top management. At board and audit level, evidence should include the following. Number one, a quality objective matrix. Number two, key performance indicators dashboard. Number three, performance review records. And last, management review follow-up actions. This is what we call leadership driving accountability. Let's now move on to the last subclause 6.3, which is on planning of changes. Subclause 6.3 addresses one of the biggest organizational risks and controlled change. What does the standard require? The standard requires that one, changes are planned in a structured manner. Number two, consequences are evaluated. Number three, QMS integrity is maintained. And number four, resources and accountability are ensured. We do have leadership reality check. We are being told that and the planned change is the number one cause of system failure. Growth, restructuring, digital transformation all introduce risks. Change must be controlled and not feared. Let's give a few examples pertaining to subclause 6.3. Consider a technological change such as implementing an ERP system. Risks include staff competence and data integrity. Now, with the proper training and phased rollout, the transition is smooth with no service disruption. The other one is an organizational restructuring. Departments are merged. Risks include role confusion and accountability gaps. Now, with the updated SOPs and job descriptions, this will result in improved efficiency and clarity. At the CEO level, evidence will include the following. One, change management logs. Number two, updated SOPs and process maps. Number three, training records. And the last is clear communication records. This is disciplined leadership in action. As we conclude, remember this. Clause 6 ensures fewer surprises, better decisions, and predictable outcomes. High performing organizations require plan intentionally, manage risk practically, and change with discipline. I will leave you with this final executive message. Clause 6 is not an ISO requirement, but it is a leadership mindset. We have come to the end of our session. Thank you for your time and engagement. I am Nathaniel Babu, your preferred lead project consultant and certified integrated management system lead auditor. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with your colleagues and professional networks. Stay tuned for video 6 where we explore ISO 9001-2015 Clause 7, which is going to be on support. Get in touch to experience professional consulting and training services directly from the lead expert. I look forward to learning with you again and helping you achieve predictable performance and sustainable growth. Thank you once again and bye bye.